Good evening, everybody. We are going to get started here in just a minute. I am waiting for chat to load on the iPad. The iPad just hasn't been as fast as it used to be. I don't know. It's what happens sometimes. It gets old, like me, I guess. It starts slowing down. All right, so tonight we have up some football. Not a lot of football tonight, but a few little odds and ends. We have got one box of 2010 Prestige Football, and that's mainly because we've got some interesting rookies in 2010, and we're going to try to find them in there. And then we have a half case of 2013 Prizm Football. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that 2013 Prizm Football must not be very popular with you guys, because I don't think I've ever had anything where a half case break sold for $1.99 a team. So I'm going to just go out on a limb and say you guys are not fans of Prizm Football. I like Prizm, and and Prizm basketball is great, but oops, I forgot to put our spreadsheet up. But I guess Prizm Football must not be very exciting. So I guess before we open that up, I better take a look at who's in the break. And you will see here what we have is one-time 2010 Panini Prestige Football Hobby Box. This is break number 1, first time we've done it. And, of course, end date, that was tonight. Live stream schedule, that is here and now. Team names are down the left-hand side. Winning bidder names are down the right-hand side. All the stuff marked as unpaid, well, that's pretty self-explanatory. They bid on the team, they bought the team, but they did not pay for the team. So hopefully payment will come in for that later, but as of now, payment was not received. Anything that says no bids buyback is pretty self-explanatory. That team was an orphan team, unloved, unwanted, so any cards that come out for any of those teams will stay here with me. And then we will put that spreadsheet up again. And why does it not show? What happened? Why does it not show, why is it showing black all of a sudden? Are you guys are you guys stalled on your side? For some reason, my side here seems to be having some problems. Everything has just gone offline or something. There's that. So I don't know what is going on here. This must be my little broadcast software, because everything else looks fine. But that's really weird. Okay, well, at any rate, I seem to be back to normal now, so I think that was something to do with my broadcast software, since it suddenly started showing us all black screens for who knows what reason. That was really odd. I'm just waiting for it to come back on the iPad. It's back on my side on the other. I'm just waiting to make sure it's back on your side as well. And it looks like we are good now, because I see, okay, so it looks like we're good. There's a little bit of delay in what I see on my side, and then, what that couple seconds delay before it shows up on YouTube, which is why I watch it on a secondary device as well, so that I can see what you're seeing. So once I saw the black go off of your screen, I knew we were safe to go on. But my broadcast software has done some strange things in the past, although it's usually only does that after it does an update. And you can just about count on any time they do an update, it's going to do something strange. But they haven't updated it recently, and I've never had it do that, so that was just weird. I don't know what that was about, but anyway, we're good to go with Prestige here. And of course, we will put that spreadsheet up again before we do the half case of 2013 Prizm, and we'll take a look at who's in that break before we start on it. So for now, what we're going to do with 2010 Prestige. The base cards, we're just going to kind of buzz through them. We will stop on our hits, of course. But, this has a lot of base in it, so we're not going to spend an extraordinary amount of time on it unless it is something of particular interest. But I do like Prestige as a series, and you can pull some pretty cool stuff out of here sometimes. There's a nice insert with Ray Rice for the Bengals with Prestigious Pros. And of course, it's going to have a ton of these kind of blank on both sides. I call them dummy cards. There's a nice Earl Thomas rookie. I'm sure that they are not, I'm sure they have some kind of name, those filler cards, but I just call them dummy cards because, you know, I think the purpose of those is really just to foil anybody who's trying to feel up the packs and see if they can find the hits, you know. So I think the idea is to foil those people. So our first hit out of 2010 Prestige is an Andre Johnson True Colors memorabilia hit for the Texans, and it is 227 of 250. And of course, you probably remember in all of those older series, really everything almost up to 2014 was high numbered, you know. I mean, everything that you pulled out of it, not everything, but a lot of hits were numbered. So 250, 299, 499, 699, you know, sometimes 999. It wasn't until the last few years that we started seeing a lot of products with very low numbered everything, and then still a few with higher numbers, but gosh, I don't think we have anything these days that goes to $8.99 or $9.99, except maybe some inserts. And even those are probably only in certain series. It's Eric Berry rookie for the Chiefs. David Geddes rookie. So I don't know if you guys have had time to check any of this out yet, but Majestic Football, oh, there's a Ryan Matthews draft insert. I finally saw some promo picks for it, Demaryius Thomas rookie. And so I put them in the listing, which I have the listing ending. Just, you know, normally I break the same night that the listing ends. So be aware, the Majestic break ends on Tuesday night, but the break itself will not be until Wednesday, which is the day the product comes out. So it does end the night before it will break in this instance. But anyway, they finally put out some promo pics of the stuff that's going to be in there, and it looks to be pretty nice. There's an Adrian Peterson inside the numbers insert. There are tons of one-of-one hits, prime memorabilia hits, tags. I mean, sweet swatches. It's an exceptionally nice looking product, which it should be, considering that they have it priced at the same level that they price National Treasures. Touchdown Sensations for the Ravens, for Willis McGee. So I am really looking forward to getting into that on Wednesday when it comes. I'm really excited about it. Of course, this is its first year. Its debut for Majestic Football. So I would expect that that'll be one that they'll continue on with. From what I was told, sales have been pretty good for it. There's a True Colors insert with Chad Ochocinco, Derek Morgan. So I am super looking forward to getting into Majestic. We got a bunch of stuff coming out next week, actually. Threads basketball comes out on Wednesday as well, and it was also supposed to be Inception football, but that didn't work out. It got pushed back to Friday. So Prestigious Pros for the Colts with the Pierre Garçon autograph. That is a sticker auto. That's kind of hard to, the way the light hits it, you're not maybe getting a, that's probably the best view of it right there. Sometimes I just have to tilt it at a few angles till we hit it right. So the Garçon is number 50 of 100, so exactly halfway through the series. So there's our first autograph hit. Where did I lay? Where did I lay the rest of the packs? So yeah, next week's going to be busy. I've got a lot of jerseys and things I'll be getting up to. I've got, besides the football jerseys, which we've already been doing a few breaks with those, I've got some baseball and basketball jerseys. I just got to get them listed. Another Demaryius Thomas. So lots of fun stuff coming up. I just have to get it listed mainly. I got kind of behind. I had some unexpected things happen that took up a little extra time in the last week or so. And so I got to get caught back up. Brandon LaFell, rookie. Jimmy Clausen. And this stuff that we're working on tonight, that we're breaking right now, I would say most likely look for that. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my iPad keeps throwing up all kinds of weird messages to me for I don't know what reason. The iPad kept like throwing up all kinds of notifications like sign up for this, update that, whatever. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. See, the iPad distracted me and I got all off track. Oh, shipping. I think that's what we were talking about, shipping. And what I was saying is that most of this stuff that we are breaking tonight will be shipping on probably Monday. Oh, look at that. That is a great hit, guys. I am trying to find out. Can somebody jump in chat and tell me if you are seeing everything okay? Because the iPad seems to be like misbehaving. It's slightly frozen up. I think that it's fine because I'm not seeing a problem with my other broadcast software, but I would just like you guys, if somebody can confirm for me in chat that you are seeing everything okay from your side. You are. Okay, great. So let's get back to this then. Yeah, that is a nice Dez Bryant. I mean, that is draft picks rights, okay? So it is one of, this might be the short print insert. I will have to double check that. But yeah, there's your Dez Bryant rookie autograph hit for the Cowboys. And it is numbered to 199, 57 of 199. And yeah, that's a pretty sweet hit. Thank you, Jacob, for letting me know that it's okay on your side. I don't know. Like I said, the iPad has been acting real finicky lately. I think I probably need to replace it or update it well, I have updated it. I did do the update they wanted me to do, but I don't know. Sometimes it locks up and then goes nuts. Yeah, well, you know what? The Cowboys actually, let me look at this a second. The Cowboys in this break were actually one of the unpaid teams. So, yeah. So there you go. Somebody, but I don't know who, would be happy because I don't know who because it's marked as unpaid. So, league leaders, Deshaun Jackson, Vincent Jackson, and you can see that's got a little bit of weirdness down there on the bottom right edge. Nothing too out of the ordinary, but yeah, but that's why I like opening this older stuff, because you can go back and pull some stuff like the Dez Bryant. You can pull stuff like Antonio Brown rookie autos and all kinds of stuff like that out of these older products. And I enjoy them. I like bidding on some of the older stuff. I guess not everybody does, because we did have a lot of unsold, that's numbered to 250. We did have a lot of unsold teams tonight out of Prestige, and I don't know. It didn't seem like it was probably one of the more popular breaks, but yet I enjoy stuff like this. I like doing the older ones, going 2000, really even all the way back to 2000, 2004. There's a nice rookie review insert with Matthew Stafford. And you have the benefit of hindsight, that's what makes it even better. Because you might pull, say for instance, you pull something out in, well, all right, let's use 2013 as even if we use Tomm Brady's rookie year as an example. When you were breaking, if somebody, I don't think really breaking was a thing then, but let's say that you had been breaking that box, Tomm Brady's rookie year, and you got Tomm Brady before he had played, and you're like, oh man, I got the 6th round quarterback, that blows, I don't want this card, blah, blah, blah. Of course, now we would go back and break that, and it would be like, holy cow, yeah, we're all about that. That's exactly who we want. And there's tons of players like that, where they get drafted high, and we think that's who we want, and then it turns out when we get a little benefit of hindsight that we find out, yeah, no, that's not at all who we wanted. Oh, that was Jason Pierre-Paul, rookie. So, yeah, hindsight is good. for stuff like this anyway. Yeah, the Earl Thomas was nice too. I mean, again, there's some good solid stuff you can pull out of all these things, but I just happen to like Prestige in general. There's Prestigious Pros Donald Driver for the Packers. I think you get a lot of value for the money in Prestige. They have a lot of nice inserts, and you usually get 3 or 4 hits, and generally pretty solid. I mean, sure, sometimes you pull out somebody that's not, the greatest in the world, but other times you pull out really nice ones. And here is Jermaine Gresham, draft picks rights. And the Jermaine Gresham is numbered to 399 for the Bengals. So we've pulled 3 autos and 1 memorabilia out of here. And that might be... Is that it? We might only have 4 hits in this box. Can't even remember. Trying to think about that. Oh, Jimmy, great. Thank you. I appreciate you getting that taken care of, man. Oh, Jordan, you're getting outbid on stuff, man? That's not good. I wondered where you've been. I hadn't seen you in forever. See, you should have been in here tonight. All this stuff sold for like so cheap. You should have jumped in here tonight for sure. We've got that half case of Prizm that comes up after this, and I had teams sell on a half case for $1.99. So, yeah, and it's really not all that funny, but but yet it is, because I mean that just never happens. So I don't know. It's one of those weird things. Andre Johnson insert for the Texans, and sometimes all you can do is just laugh about things like that and say it's a good thing I enjoy doing this. Yeah, I mean, the base is always less entertaining than the hits. I'm not going to lie to you. That is true. But usually it's worth it. It's a nice connections insert to get to the hits. But truly, the base of anything, we're spoiled. The base of anything is a pain in the rear, because we're used to, they've gotten us accustomed to these very high-priced products that are all hits and hardly any cards. So, they've kind of spoiled us a little bit in that regard, I guess. So let's just take a look at our hits again out of this. For the Bengals, we have the Jermaine Gresham rookie autograph. For the Cowboys, we have the Dez Bryant rookie autograph. And of course, both of those were draft picks rights, which I want to say might be the short print, but I'm not 100% sure. It's $1.99 on the Dez Bryant, $3.99 on the Jermaine Gresham. So the Dez is definitely the low-numbered one. And then the Pierre Garçon Prestigious Pros for the Colts, numbered to 100. And then the materials hit Andre Johnson for the Texans, numbered to 250. So that is, in a nutshell, that is 2010 Prestige. Now we're on to the main event. Now, see, Jacob, you like Unparalleled? I don't know. Like, I do not totally love Unparalleled. I mean, it's okay, but I don't totally love it. I have done a little bit of Unparalleled, and it was mixed with other stuff, though, I'll grant you that. And it didn't, knock the lights out or anything. So I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about Unparalleled. So next up, we have a half case of 2013 Prizm Football, which is a half. Did I say half case already? I probably did. Anyway, 6 boxes of it makes a half case, and it's the first time we've broken it, and it might be the last time, considering how it did. Holy cow. Once again, we have our team names down the left-hand side, winning bidders down the right-hand side. I think we only have 1 or 2 unpaid teams out of here, and they may have been paid by now, but they were not, of course, paid at the time that the break was finalized, or the spreadsheet was finalized for the break, to be more specific. And while I'm cutting into this case, which is sitting down here on the floor because this thing weighs like 1,000 pounds. Prism cards are really super heavy. Not that it's too heavy to pick up and put on the table, but by the time I pick it up and put it on the table, it's going to jar the camera and you guys are going to get motion sickness and everything else. So why don't you tell me in chat what you prefer? If you want the, well, it looks like it's in third, so it wouldn't really be the right or the left. It would be, I want to see how this would be. How many's down a row? 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll either be bottom half of the case or top half of the case to open tonight. You guys can, somebody can jump in chat and tell me which one you prefer. The middle. All right, Jacob. Then you are either going to be the hero or the scapegoat. Well, wait, we can't do the middle. I just said that, didn't I? Because I've got 4. So I can't do that. We've either got to do top or bottom. Bottom. Okay. All right, then let me get these top 6 out of here and out of the way so we can get down to our bottom 6. So yeah, as I said there, Jacob, everybody's either going to love you or they're going to be like screaming coming after you if they didn't pull what they wanted. They're putting all the pressure on you, my friend. It's all riding on your shoulders. Oh, not really. Everybody knows that we can't control what comes out of these boxes. I wish we could. So while I'm working on getting this stuff opened up, I want to take a minute to just talk about combined shipping, because we see, I know I talk about it all the time. I know that I do, but I have been told by more than one person that what happens with this is, like I'll combine it, okay, and I'll see it combined on my side and everything will look fine and will look, good to go, and then I'll look back at it again later just to see what is still needing to be paid, and the invoices for some people will have uncombined, which is weird, but yet it happens more often than you think. And I have had people tell me a couple of different times that it has to do with paying from the app. Now I don't use the app for anything really, so I can't swear to it from my own experience, but I can tell you that's more than one person, there's probably a half dozen different people, have told me that when they try to pay from the app, it charges them full price for shipping no matter what the invoice I've sent shows. And I don't know what causes that. I don't know how to even tell you to fix it. So what I tell people to do is don't pay from the app. Pay from the website. Go to, use your mobile phone or your tablet or whatever, and go to the www.ebay.com and try to pay from the, what am I trying to say? From the items I've won section. I don't even know about paying from the cart. I mean, sure, you can pay from the cart, absolutely. But I know that when you do that, it will also try to have you pay for anything that's in your cart, and sometimes people, might be bidding on other breaks and waiting for other combined invoices, and it'll try to check your whole cart out at once. So you can go to items I've won and try to pay from that. You can go to the website and try to pay from that, or maybe even directly from the email they'll send you when I manually combine it. But if you pay from the app, I'm pretty sure it gives you that's the full shebang shipping cost from what I have been told. So you just try to avoid that. It's kind of what I'm saying. All right, guys, once again, we're going to have a ton of base in this. So we will stop on our prisms. That, of course, is a prism for Matt Ryan. And our hits and everything else, we're just going to rock and roll right on through this. I do see a little gold hiding behind us here. Oh, and it's a Tomm Brady. How about that? So there's Tomm Brady MVP gold numbered to 10, 4 of 10. So that's, I know it's not a signature, but a 4 of 10 gold refractor hit for Tomm Brady is a pretty solid hit. Pretty much anytime you hit it, I think. So somebody probably just made their money back right there, considering most of these teams sold for $2, $3, $4. Yeah. But that's all right. It's good. It's good sometimes to get into it. Well, it's good as a bidder to be able to get into a break and sometimes hit for not much money and make up for maybe where you overpaid and didn't get anything in another break. So, you know, that's just how it goes. I know it's a risk I take every time I list something, and there's always a risk that you're going to lose money, and that's just part of it. But as I said, I like doing it. It's fun. So for me, I'm going to keep doing it unless it gets real bad. If I start going totally broke, then we'll have to reevaluate. Arthur Brown's signature rookie hit for the Ravens, and as a sticker auto. I think everything in Prizm are sticker autos. I don't, as far as I know, there are not going to be any on-card autos in Prizm. If we do run across one, I'll point it out. But at the moment, I would tend to think that there probably aren't going to be any. Don't really remember ever seeing any. We pulling out our hits back to back? I guess we are. And that is Rex Burkhead for the Bengals. Rookie signature. Another thing, while I'm thinking about it, in this particular series of Prizm, this 2013 Prizm Football, they have black prisms in here, right? And they're finite. That's what they're called. And they're supposed to be one of one. But in 2013, there was one series of cards, and I don't remember the number, and I should have written it down, but I don't know, I just didn't think about it till just now, that they accidentally printed black, but not one of one. Like, they printed them like they're finite prisms, but really they're not. And then they printed the thing that was signed that should have been like the regular one, got printed with the low number or some such. I mean, in other words, they messed up about half of the finite prisms in 2013 Prizm. So if we pull a black one, we'll have to do a little investigation to see if it is a true finite or if it's one of the error finites. Because the first time I pulled one, I remember thinking, oh man, I got a finite, that's so awesome, you know, and then you start looking at the card and it's like, oh wait, what? No, I don't. No, I don't have that. And I could go faster on the base if you all want me to. I mean, you know, usually I try to give them all about like that, you know, that extra second or there. So if somebody wants to look at it, they've got a second to... Some people like to keep track of what cards they're getting, and then other times, you know, you do breaks and people want you to go a whole lot faster. So I'm really fine either way. I mean, we can do it the way we've been doing it. We can also do it like that, which is much faster, of course. So you guys can let me know. This is a Prizm hit for the Eagles with Brent Selleck, or however you say his name, Jordan Reed rookie. So you guys can vote which way you prefer. Marcus Wheaton. Those little HRX cards originally had something you could scan, and it would take you to a video of some sort about the, you know, where you could watch something about the player or whatever. So, all right, well, nobody's speaking up, so then we're just going to kind of go a little bit faster. Yes. One of you guys jumps in and says, no, I want to keep going slightly slower, which is fine too. Normally I do kind of more tend to go towards the little bit longer pause, just because I think it gives everybody an opportunity to see what they have coming. All right, this is box number 2 of 6. Thus far, we've pulled, of course, we pulled our 2 rookie signatures out of the first box, and then we pulled 3 Prizms, including the nice gold Tomm Brady. I tell you what, I'm going to throw these little dummy block cards down here out of the way, and then I'm going to set, well, whoops, I kind of threw them beyond out of the way. They, they shot right through the railing and down the stairs into the living room. So yeah, that was nice and loud. Oh well, give me something to do later, right? Walk down there and pick them up. So I know we're going to have, or we should have 2 signatures in every box. I don't know if we have a number of guaranteed prisms, if it's supposed to be a certain number per box or not. I probably should remember that, but I don't. We've got another gold coming up here. And it is another Patriot. This is Danny Amendola, and it is the die cut gold, numbered to 50. If I can, there we go. At that angle, you can see the number 17 of 50 on the Amendola die cut. That's technically not gold, though. That's probably technically orange. And the fact that it's numbered to 50 should have clued me in that it's orange, but I have some kind of mental block about orange and gold. I don't know what my problem is, but I'm always calling orange gold and gold orange when I do these breaks. And I'm especially bad about it with baseball. Because I don't know. I get them, I say them backwards about half the time, I would say. But I guess the important thing is that we know what it's numbered to. Are you not pulling what you want, Jacob? I'm gonna take that comment as you not pulling what you're hoping for. All right, we have DJ Fluker for the Chargers. I don't know why I flipped that over like it's going to be numbered. Rookie refractor. Or prism, sorry. Panini calls them prisms. I'm used to calling them refractors. Got to try to remember to call them prisms. Another Marcus Wheaton rookie. Of course, I know you're hoping to pull, somebody's hoping to pull Le'Veon out of here. Oh, you lost the Patriots? Oh, man. And you were trying, and so now you're watching all these cards come out, and it's making you sad. I understand that. That happens to me with my Steelers. But hey, I'm telling you, use Auction Sniper. I talk about that all the time, auctionsniper.com, and it is just tremendously awesome. And it is not expensive. If you lose the bid, it's free. And if you win the bid, I think you only have to pay like 25 cents or something. It's not very much money. And it will place the bid for you. This is Kellen Winslow Dominator insert prism for the Chargers. So yeah, it places the bid for you. You can tell it if you want it at like 1 second, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, you know, whatever the case may be. And cost you like 25 cents or something. So, I mean, it can be a little bit more than that, I think. But in general, it's around 25 cents. If you win the bid, nothing if you don't win the bid. And you can put it in anytime. Like if I see something I know I'm interested in, I may enter the bid as soon as I see the auction. I'll put the bid in Auction Sniper. And then I can just kind of monitor it. And up until about 2 minutes until auction time, you can go in and edit your bid, change it up, down, cancel it, whatever. When you get within like 2 minutes, you can't do anything with it. So here is a Steeler and a signature on a rookie for a Steeler. But it's not who we want. It's Landry Jones. And I got to tell you, I think I have like a house full of Landry Jones. And I'm just not even kidding. I have so much Landry Jones. So I hope that at some point that guy, I mean, I don't think it's going to be with the Steelers because, you know, we just drafted, what's his head? Josh Dobbs. So I don't think it's going to be for us, for the Steelers. But at some point, if Landry goes on to quarterback somewhere else, I hope that guy becomes like the biggest star in the world because I will be rich. I have so much Landry Jones. And of course, you know, there's going to be more of him than Le'Veon because, well, you know, Le'Veon was not a high round pick, and Landry was a quarterback, and so all the, well, not all the stuff obviously, but a lot of stuff went to Landry instead of to Le'Veon, sadly. All right, we have Marquise Wilson for the Bears, rookie card, signature. But yeah, I wish that had been the opposite, right? But then again, probably Le'Veon's cards wouldn't be worth as much. Oh, yeah, I buy into breaks too, Jacob, for sure I do. I haven't had as much time to do it lately as I used to. I used to buy into them a whole lot more often than I have time to do now. But yeah, I do definitely still buy into them, and I use Auction Sniper a lot to help me get them because I don't have time to watch them. We get busy. Dennis Johnson, rookie refractor hit for the Texans. So yeah, you will see me with the Steelers, and even with Majestic. I don't know if you guys looked at any of the pictures on my listing for Majestic, and they're not nearly all on there because I was limited to the number I could put on there, and I guess there were probably, oh gosh, I don't know, maybe 60 or something photographs released of the various things that are going to be part of Majestic, so I just chose a few and put them on there. But oh my gosh, I mean, what I saw, first of all, had a ton of Steelers content in it, which, some boxes have more Steelers than others, obviously. Majestic has a lot of Steelers, which is good for me anyway. And so nice and such good ones. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I want that so badly. So I have been bidding on other people's Majestic breaks. And then I also put the Steelers in at a higher opening bid on my own break because I figure, if nobody wants to go at least that high, then I'll just keep them myself. But honestly, I mean, it should be, who knows if it will because it's a brand new product, but it should be going at like National Treasures pricing because it's that quality kind of product. Mike Wallace rookie hit refractor for the Dolphins. And the Steelers stuff is just, oh, it is awesome. It is just sick. Some of the Steelers stuff that's in there. I was jealous over the bus, man. I love that Jerome Bettis autograph. I am super jealous. Anytime I pull a good Steelers hit, I always want to linger over it. We pulled a Big Ben out of plates and patches not too awfully long ago, and it was, I think, numbered to 25. I mean, there have been a lot of, I pull a lot of good Steelers cards out of various things, and I always wish that they were going to be mine, but of course, they never are, but I still get to see them, which makes me happy. Oh, was that, no, that was, oh, it was, I'm just used to saying Mike Wallace. Sorry, yeah, that was Mike Gillisley. I have, we're talking Steelers, so I have Mike Wallace on the brain, yeah. Sorry, you're right. Gillisley rookie. That's what happens when I start. My brain gets ahead of my mouth or behind. One of them's off track. Is what I'm trying to say. Thinking Steelers and just plugged Mike Wallace's name right in there, didn't I? There's Antonio Brown. Oh, you found a Steeler home for a Baldwin auto patch. Oh, you're looking for some Mike Glennon. All right. I just now saw your comment, Jack, that you're looking for Mike Glennon. What did I pull? I pulled a Mike Glennon rookie out of something the other day, and it was one of the unsold teams. I didn't realize it at the time because I never remember, honestly, when I'm doing the break, which teams were unsold versus unpaid versus whatever. I mean, I put the spreadsheet up, but once it's gone, I don't retain it during the actual break itself. So anyway, I was talking about, the Mike Glennon, he just signed the big deal, and so if he does well, maybe that'd be worth something or whatever. And then I look later, well, it was an unsold team, so Mr. Glennon stayed with me in that break. Brad Sorensen for the Chargers. Rookie. I don't know, though. I got to be honest. I think they've overpaid Mike Glennon. I think they have totally overpaid Mike Glennon. I do, for sure. Now, maybe I'm going to be wrong, and he's going to get up there and going to be amazing. Kobe Hamilton, rookie refractor. Rookie Prizm, sorry. Well, just know, every time I say refractor, it means the same thing as Prizm. So, I don't know. Maybe Glennon's gonna come in and impress me. It just seems, I don't know. It just seems like he should Like he should have already shown something if he was going to show it, but I guess that's not the case. I see a little gold or orange or something peeking out back here. Another die cut. And it is Marcus Lattimore die cut refractor orange. I got it right that time. Orange numbered 250. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in Chicago. It will be interesting, I guess, to see how their season plays out. Of course, that's true of all the teams. You know, we never know how any of them are going to come out. Jonathan Franklin. I saw the pack there for a minute and thought we might be coming upon Eddie Lacy, but we came upon Jonathan Franklin. And it is a refractor, of course, and autograph hit. But I have to say, mainly, well, first let me back up. I was talking about this the other night, but I'm sure you guys were probably not on here the other night when I was talking about it. I got an invitation to go to the rookie premiere, which is this upcoming week. And I really wanted to go because I think some of my Steelers players are going to be there. And, of course, so I was pretty psyched about that. And, you know, there was a whole reception where you get to meet the new players and, you know, whatever, hang out with them, break product with them, get their autographs, whatever kind of stuff you do. They feed you and whatever. So I was really excited about going. It's in L.A. And then I realized they scheduled it, the main event for us anyway, for the part I was invited to. The main event is scheduled for Wednesday, which is the stupid day that everything comes out. Majestic and Threads and all that stuff comes out that day. And then we had, I thought the baseball was coming out that day too, so I said I couldn't go. And then, yeah, so I didn't go, and now I'm kind of bummed about it because I would like to have met some of those players. Mike Williams on the die cut, 27 of 50 on the orange die cut. Oh, Jack, I didn't say what the, I'm sorry if I didn't call out what the Franklin was numbered. Yeah, it is 88 of 99 on the Franklin. Sorry about that. Yeah, you know, the ones of you who break with me all the time know this, but I forget sometimes there are other people who probably don't know this, that I had some eye surgery several years ago, and it didn't go properly, and they messed up my eyes pretty badly. And so my vision fluctuates. Some days I see better than other days, and most days, practically any day, I don't see particularly well in this middle distance where these cards are. I see much better. There's a Le'Veon rookie, but not a refractor or an autograph, unfortunately. I see much better really far away or really close up, but this kind of middle distance is kind of hard for me sometimes, so occasionally I might miss something that's numbered. This is number 5 of 99 on the Cordell Patterson hit for the Vikings. And that, of course, is a refractor as well. So anytime... What was the name of the card for the Ravens hit? Which Ravens hit are you talking about? What Ravens, Bronson, what Ravens card are you talking about? Like an insert or something? Or, I mean, because our signature hits are, I don't think we have a Raven. We have a Viking, a Packer, a Charger, a Bear, a Steeler, a Bengal. Oh, we do have a Raven. We do have a Raven. It's not numbered. Of course, you know, we'll do a recap at the end of the night of all of our hits. But just because you asked for it, we'll go ahead and show you that again. But it's not numbered because it's not a refractor. It's just a plain, you know, regular card, not a refractor hit. So it's usually only going to be the refractor hits that are going to be numbered on those signatures. Does that make sense? But yes, anytime, you know, Jack was kind enough to tell me that I hadn't called out the number on one of those. And so yes, anytime you guys see that, if I read a number wrong or I call a name out wrong, of course you're going to get whatever whatever card you see. It's just I may not call it out right in the moment sometimes. There's a rookie impact insert for Le'Veon. Of course, again, why can't they just ease up and give us a refractor or something? Why can't they give us a little Le'Veon love? That sounds like a commercial for that diamond, that Jared Fine Jewelers. Le'Veon Love sounds like it should be sold by Jared Fine Jewelers or whatever the stupid name of that place is. All right, who is this? I can't say this guy's name at all. Okay, so we're just going to call him Wilson because that part I can pronounce. So there's Wilson for the Titans, and he is not a refractor, and he is not numbered. I see another refractor peeking out back here. And it is Teo for the Chargers on that rookie refractor. Which sometimes, depending on the rookie, the refractors can be worth as much as the signatures. Oh, man, that is mean. Jacob, that is not even nice, man. I mean, and of course the Ravens are our, what's the good word for it? One of our main rivals as Steeler fans would be the Ravens, but you shouldn't talk mean about his poor Ravens. Just saying he's gonna put the card in his dog's kennel. That's not nice, man. You know, I wish when people were going back to watch the recorded version of this, I wish that they could see what comes up in the chat, because a lot of times I don't remember to reference what I'm reading in the chat. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Then if somebody's watching it later, you know, they're just thinking, what in the heck is she talking about? Rookie refractor for the Raiders with the Hayden. Would be kind of cool if they archived it. Who is the... Oh, your girlfriend likes the Ravens? Is that what you're saying, Jacob? Your girlfriend is a Ravens fan? Well, we'll try not to hold that against her. I don't know. I don't think I could date somebody who wasn't a Steelers fan. I definitely couldn't marry anybody who wasn't a Steelers fan. No, that's first date criteria, you know? It's like, I gotta know, hey man, are you a Steelers fan? You're not? Okay, well, see you later. Even my UPS driver is a Steelers fan. I mean, and I know that about my UPS driver. Is that a bad thing? That I know whether or not he's a Steelers fan? But I do. I know which of my neighbors are Steelers fans and which are not. Because, hey, man, Steelers Nation. We gotta shout it out when we have fellow Steeler fans around. But I do love that my UPS driver is a Steelers fan, and he got kicked out of why can't I think what you call it? Where the Bengals play. I can't think of the name of their stadium. There's a Jason Witten Brilliance Prism insert. That's nice for the Cowboys. You don't see a whole lot of Brilliance Prisms, so that's a cool hit. Cowboys. That's just one of those little advertising cards. So yeah, he apparently got kicked out of whatever you call that stadium. I can't think of the name of it. Where the Bengals play. Anyway, the last time the Steelers played the Bengals, he got into some kind of, my UPS driver, who I'm talking about, got into some kind of big fight with another fan up there, and got kicked out and banned from being at the stadium in Cincinnati. I was like, and he goes with his mom. I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, and he still got kicked out even with his mom. Oh, Franco Harris was overrated. Yeah, right. If I'm on a date and some dude tells me Franco Harris is overrated, well, there's not even any discussion left to be had about anything. No. Nope. I'm going to say I'm not even gonna try to slide out of it like, oh, a friend called or I've got to go to the bathroom and I'll see you later, whatever. No, let's just put your stuff in your purse, get up, walk out the door. Not happening, man. Not happening. More so than religion, more so than politics, more so than anything else. Got to be a Steelers fan. Because that would just, can you imagine? I mean, I don't know. I think that would just be horrible if you had to spend all your time with somebody who was not a fan of your team and you want to watch all the games and be excited about the games and the playoffs and all that, and then they're just going to be smack talking your team. No, there is no long-term success happening there. Another orange die cut Prizm, this one. Sorry, Anquan Bolden, number 250. 22 of 50 for the 49ers. Man, my allergies are about to get the best of me right this moment. Whew. Have some serious drainage happening. That's a little more information than you needed to know, probably, but yeah, that was not fun. All right, we have Brian Hartline, refractor for the Dolphins. So, Jordan, you're being like so quiet tonight, ma'am. How have you been? What's been going on? Oh, man, look at you smack talking over there. That's all right. Not you, Jordan. I'm talking about Jacob smack talking about the 2006 Super Bowl. That's all right, then. I'm try not gonna, you know. I'm not gonna get into all that. Oh, Josh Boyce just about went down on me there, but I caught him. What did you think about what'd you think about the draft choices for your team, Jordan, if you're still on here? I'm interested to get your feedback on that. Another hit for the Cowboys with the Gavin Escobar rookie signature for the boys. I was kind of surprised, honestly, that the Browns didn't follow the same pattern that they always seem to follow, which is take quarterbacks early and often. But they did do, overall, I think, pretty well. And in my estimation, they were very smart to trade around the way that they did. They ended up with a lot more picks, and they need help beyond just quarterback. So I think it was wise that they picked up some other players and then picked up their quarterback, or a quarterback. I never want to say they're the quarterback in Cleveland because they seem to have some kind of like QB curse up there. Don't know what that's about. Speaking of the Browns, there's Trent Richardson refractor. And you guys, when you get these cards, they're probably going to have, I had forgotten about Isaac Redman. They're probably going to have some little white flecks and flakes and things on them, and you're going to wonder what in the world it is, and you're going to think, because sometimes it looks almost like salt or something on there, and you're going to think, what is that? What happened to my card? Yeah, it's the card itself, the edges of it tend to kind of flake off and stick to the surface or something. This is Cornelius Carradine, rookie signature for the Niners. And I don't notice it as much right at this moment. I mean, I've seen it on a couple of them, which is what made me think about it. But I always notice it when I am sorting them and putting them in their holders and all that, because those little white pieces that come off the edge of the cards, you know, they bug me. And so I'm always trying to avoid them, but you just can't get rid of all of them. They're just going to be on there. So when you get them, you're probably going to see some little white flecks of stuff and wonder what it is, and so that's what it's going to be. I will say, though, these don't seem to be bowing up as much. You know, a lot of times when you get the Prizm cards, as soon as you take them out of the compression of the pack, they kind of start bowing up a little bit in the middle just from being released from the compression. But these, so far, aren't doing that very much. Just maybe a little bit, but not a whole lot. I couldn't decide which side I wanted to go to, left or right. All right, Demaryius Thomas refractor for the Broncos. Oh, so tomorrow night, I think it's tomorrow night. What is tomorrow? Saturday? I think it's tomorrow. I have got a half case of 2013 Prestige coming up. And I'm kind of looking forward to that because you guys know I like Prestige. I already said that earlier tonight. I like it. I think fun stuff comes out of it. So we'll have that to bust into tomorrow night. And then Sunday, I didn't list hardly anything on Sunday because of Mother's Day. And, you know, I got to spend some time with my mom, and my grandmother's down in the nursing home, so I need to take a trip down there and see her. And I figure everybody else is busy doing Mother's Day related things too. So I think Sunday, the only thing I have ending is a half case of autographed mini helmets. That's all I remember anyway. But I'm looking forward to getting into them. I like the helmets and jerseys and all that jazz. Oh, who is that? Oh, Jurgensen. I saw that fly by and didn't recognize it there for a sec. Here's my little cat is coming to play in the wrappers that I throw on the floor next to me here. He likes to get in them and roll around and create havoc when he can. Oh, Troy Polamalu. Boy, do I miss that guy. I miss that guy so much. Of course, I think Jesse James is going to be all right. I think Jesse James is going to turn out to be a good tight end. He's, you know, he's already good, but he's a little bit of a work in progress. For the Raiders, DJ Hayden, rookie signature. Oh, there, that angle, you can probably see it a little better. Oh yeah, I forgot to look over there at chat for a second. Yeah, so you thought they were going to pass on Garrett. I'm glad that they didn't, honestly. I mean, I guess it doesn't make much difference to me, really, because I'm not a Browns fan either way. I don't really feel any particular way about the Browns. I don't dislike them. They just kind of are. But it was a better choice for them. I think it's in everybody's best interest if they get better. EJ Manuel rookie impact refractor. You know, in general, I prefer to see more competitive teams. I just think it's more fun when you have competitive games. And so, to me, I don't like having teams that are perennially, you don't really want to, you know, that are not as competitive as they could be. I think that's the way it is best to say. Uh-oh, stupid redemption. We're going to set it aside and come back to it. It's going to be expired, that redemption. If you guys haven't already heard me give this speech before, there's T.Y. Hilton refractor for the Colts. Even though it is expired, you do still want to put it in your account. And it used to be you could redeem it right away and reach out to the Panini guy on Twitter. Oh, I thought that was one of those advertising cards, and it wasn't. It's a Tavon Austin rookie. Good grief. But now, apparently, he told somebody that you have to wait 6 or 8 weeks. So, I don't know. You can still try it right away, but he may tell you have to wait 6 or 8 weeks. So, redeem it into your account. Reach out to the guy. His Twitter handle is @PaniniCSM. @PaniniCSM. And tell him that you've redeemed whatever this is going to be. And it's expired. And you want to know if they still have the card. And if they do, he'll send it to you. And if they don't, he will work with you to find a replacement. Either of the same player, or if they don't have the same player, you know, he might say what's your favorite team or who's your favorite player or something like that. Ooh, and we've got a card stuck to the redemption as well. How about that? We had that guy stuck. And our redemption is Vance McDonald, which I believe, isn't Vance McDonald a 49er? We're going to go to the checklist and verify that. So bear with me for a second while I get into our checklist on the Panini website. But I can tell you, he's really good to work with. I mean, I forgot what I pulled. I pulled something not too long ago, and it was, I don't remember the player, and it wasn't a Steeler, obviously. What's the card set on that? Rookie autographs. And they didn't have it anymore, and they didn't have anything else from that guy. So he's like, well, you know, what do you want? And I said, I don't care. You know, I'm a Steelers fan. Just send me whatever you want to send me. It's fine as long as they're a Steeler. And he sent me a Jack Ham autograph card, a nice low number. And he also sent a Brett Kiesel autograph card, which those are kind of hard to come by. This is card number 297 to replace, you know, they were equally numbered to whatever I had. Like, you know, if I had to 49, it was 249. If I had 1 to 25, the one he sent was to 25 or whatever the case might be. But he gave me 2 really good players, I thought, so I was pretty happy with that. Yeah, it is 49ers, and it does not appear to be numbered. The checklist doesn't list any kind of sequence. So as far as I know, this is going to be unnumbered. And, you know, I was pretty sure that the checklist was going to say 49ers, but I think it's important that I know for sure rather than to just be pretty sure. So that's why we checked. All right, let's review. We're going to recap. Let's just recap our prisms and things, too. We'll recap our signatures and our prisms because we don't have a whole lot of them, so it won't take us that long. So this stack is all, of course, prism. This is not our signature stack, but nonetheless, and there's our Anquan Bolden numbered to, was that 99 or to 50? To 50 on the Anquan Bolden. Brilliance. And the Mike Williams 250. The Marcus Lattimore 250. Danny Amendola 250. And the best of our refractors would have to be the gold Tomm Brady to 10 on the Monday Night Heroes numbered 4 of 10. There, you can catch it at that angle. So that is a very that's a very solid hit for the Patriots, especially these days. Good grief, anything numbered Tomm Brady seems to be going through the roof these days. All right, then we have our redemption for Vance McDonald rookie autographs for the 49ers, and we already talked about what you're going to need to do with that. We have Hayden for the Raiders, Carradine, Escobar, Wilson, Brown. Cordell Patterson here is going to be numbered, and he is numbered to 99. 5, what? Not that angle, maybe that angle. There we go, 5 of 99. And then the Jonathan Franklin is also a refractor, and it is numbered to 99 as well, 88 of 99. And then we have the Sorensen, the Wilson, the Jones, and the Burkhead. And that is 2013 Prizm half case. So what's going to happen next is we're going to do the nightly random. And then I'll be sitting here for about 100,000 hours sorting cards tonight. And again, look for this stuff probably to go out on Monday. It's possible that it could go on Tuesday, but it's more likely that it'll go on Monday. What am I trying to do? I got to go over to our spreadsheet. I'm not multitasking well tonight, am I? All right, so you'll see here on tab 2 of our spreadsheet, I already had everybody that did in both breaks in aggregate, so I could just copy and paste it to make life go a little bit faster. Of course, if I could get my broadcast software switched around properly, that would help a little bit, wouldn't it? So first we're going to paste all bidder names in here, and random.org will first tell us who is going to win. And I counted out a little stack of 10 items. You saw me set them on the table there a second ago. And then random.org will tell us which one of the 10 things you're going to win. So RJ0907 is our nightly winner, RJ0907. And now we're about to find out what you're going to win. Get back on the right page, and then I'm going to jump back over to the spreadsheet for a second because I had 1 through 10 typed over there, so I could also just cut and paste it. Oh, number 1, right off the top, just what I like. Easy, right off the top. You cannot go too wrong with that. And what do we have? We have City Limits Materials hit Chris Cooley for the Redskins. I got that a little bit too close to camera, didn't I? And it is number 124 of 200. Game worn out of 2010 something or another. 2010 plates and patches, probably. Yeah, I think it's a 2010 plates and patches. All right, so that will be coming with your other cards. And that is our little random giveaway for the night. So guys, that's it for tonight. As always, I thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending your time and spending your money with me. I hope I see you again for Prestige or Majestic or really anything. I love doing this, so I'm always happy when anybody wants to break anything with me. So have a great night, guys. Have a great weekend if I don't see you again, and hopefully I will. Bye-bye.